by really fast.
You know, I tell you, it's almost like vacation. You know, you arrive, you feel like you got 2 weeks of fun and no problem, and then all of a sudden it's like, where'd it go?
I know.
You know,
And then we're screaming to get out of here before the weather sets in.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, typical. It's going to rain, it's not going to rain, it's going to rain, it's not going to rain. We don't know, but better safe than sorry.
Absolutely. Let's get hooked up and be ready for it.
3, 2, 1, action.
It's time.
It's time.
It's been fun.
Yeah, have to do it again.
I'm not sticking around for this dust storm and rain though.
No, me either. You look that way, it's not nice.
No, it's not looking pretty.
So,
All right, you guys be safe.
Good morning. The weather is setting in, so we're getting the heck out of Dodge. The wind's coming in, clouds, so we're hooking up. That's nice. Jim says it's going to be 80 in New Mexico. Wear shorts. So we'll see how that goes. I know.
I just wear shorts if it's snowing.
I think so.
So, you know.
Oh, here we go. Parting is such sweet sorrow. It's been a lot of fun.
It has.
Yeah.
It has. But I want to beat this storm out of here. It's getting windy.
It's getting windy.
It's
The
wet in the valley down there.
clouds are coming in. We need to get out of here before it gets mucky.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, come on back. You're in. All right, let me bring the Jeep over here. Okay. Looking good. Fitting through there okay? Looks good. Okay. That's fine. This is so bumpy here. I didn't realize it until you started moving on it.
Okay, we're gonna hook up out there.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, okay.
It's too bumpy here.
Yeah, it's too much of this.
Too much of this.
Too much.
Man.
Okay.
See you guys.
Oh, you guys drive safe,
This
okay?
is so much fun.
Oh, we're gonna miss you guys
We'll hook
too.
up again. I'm sure we'll meet at
Oh,
either
yeah.
Parkside or.
Oh yeah, when we're
See ya.
have lunch or church
a-
or
have a
something
safe
when we
trip.
get to.
Yeah, stand behind me and check the light and the Jeep.
Okay. Left is working and right is working on everything. Brakes are working.
Hey, we're ready.
All right, here we go. Well, that was an adventure. We got everything hooked up though. Jeep's hooked up. The breakaway knob, the screw that holds it down broke, so he had to fix it. But he did it because he's amazing. Now we're hitting the road.
Well, stuff goes wrong. You just have to deal with it. So I dealt with it.
That's why it's good to be handy if you're going to be on the road, because you can't just wait for somebody to help you. You got to do it yourself.
I went to hook up the emergency disconnect on the brake coil where it pulls the plug out, and my whole unit fell off the fender, fell off the bumper. So
But
so I
again,
had to drill it out and then get another bolt and fix it.
and we're just grateful that it happened before we left.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another, we're being covered by the Lord, so.
But here we go. See the Jeep back there? There's the Jeep.
It's following us,
Getting all dirty.
and the weather's getting bad.
Actually, it looks a little bit better.
Does it? Oh, it looks like it's socking in right here. A little windy.
And the wind has kind of died down, so I think the first one, I think we're in good shape.
Oh, that's great.
Caught in embracing definite, living in a grace that lives within. How could it get much better than this? Much better than this. Freedom dancing in the light of love, forever in your love. Let your light shine through, illuminate the darkness. Flashes of grace around us, I can't contain it for you. Have called us to give out the love you gave us. Lift high the name of Jesus, we give it all to you. Radiant life poured out for us, love freely spilled upon the cross. How could it get much better than this? Much better than this. Vindicated in a steady blaze of light, forever in your light. Let your light shine through, illuminate the darkness. Flashes of grace around us, I can't contain it for you. Have called us to give out the love you gave us. Lift high the name of Jesus, we give it all to you. Come awaken us to your spirit.
On the road again.
I can't wait to get out on the road again.
I
wait.
will tell you guys, we headed south out of Moab, and the road was pretty darn good. We got to Monticello, and we started turning east and into Colorado, and those roads were all really good. And then we crossed to New Mexico. And if you guys remember last year when we left Gooseneck State Park, we got beaten up badly.
As soon as we crossed the line, I mean, it was like the line.
Yep.
Good road, bad road.
Yep.
It was terrible.
I don't know what New Mexico does with their road money, because it's a U.S. highway, and so the U.S. Department of Transportation, I'm sure, is giving New Mexico money to maintain the roads. But oh my gosh, I mean, it wasn't as bad as it was last year on US 64. That was terrible.
Yeah.
But there were a couple of stretches there on 491 where it just got awful.
And it's very bumpy.
It's bumpy now. Yep. And we're dropping in elevation. We were up around 7,000 feet up by Monticello, and now we're down to about 5,200. And we were actually planning on staying in Farmington, New Mexico at a casino tonight. But we got an early start because we wanted to beat the rain out of Moab. It was forecast rain. So we all kind of got up early and packed up and got on the road, and I had a little mishap with my emergency brake switch on the Jeep. I mounted it to the bumper of the Jeep, and I went to hook up the cable this morning, and the screw head broke. So
I mean, that was weird.
it was weird.
It hasn't been on there that long.
So anyway, I drilled that out, put in a new screw, and it is working fine now. But we got out of there finally at about, I guess it was about 10:30 when we finally got out. And now we just decided we're just gonna push it and go on into, we have a place on Interstate 40 that is kind of our go-to. It used to be $20 a night. Now I think with tax it's closer to 30. And the view here is absolutely beautiful.
Yes, look at this, you guys.
These rocks are just phenomenal.
Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's so cool. And we just passed Shiprock.
Yep. Just went through Shiprock, New Mexico.
Yeah. And now we're. It just amazes me how these hills and rocks are just right sporadic all over the place. It's so cool.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty scenery. I mean, it's high desert, but it still is real pretty with the rock formations.
Well, it's just not something you see every day, you know, unless you live here.
Yeah. So anyway, we're on US 491 headed south. We just decided to bypass Farmington and get down onto Interstate 40 and get away from all the bad roads. And we're going to stay at a little town called Klein's Corners, which is just east of Albuquerque, New Mexico on Interstate 40. There's nothing there but a spot to pull in, plug in. You can dump your tanks, fill your fresh water if you want. And we're going to spend the night there, and that will put us, then that only puts us a day away from Elk City, Oklahoma, which is our next anchor point.
Yeah.
And
We'll see how windy it is there.
yeah,
It's always windy at Klein's Corners. It just depends on how windy.
so anyway, we just thought we'd show you a little bit of the scenery here. It's different. It is definitely different.
It's brown.
It's brown. There's no cactus. There's no trees. It's just flat desert with
Yeah.
occasional rock outcroppings. And it's unique. It's real pretty. So we're going to head down through Gallup, New Mexico, and then head east on Interstate 40, and that should be good road. We just thought we'd update you on the New Mexico road issue because I don't get it.
I don't either. And you know they pay their taxes. So where's that tax money going?
Yeah, I don't know. So we're just gonna do a quick overnight at Klein's Corners and then head to Elk City tomorrow.
So stick around.
Let your light shine through, illuminate the darkness. Flashes of grace surround us. I can't contain it for you. Have called us to give out the love you gave us. Lift high the name of Jesus. We give it all to you. Let your light shine through, illuminate the darkness. Flashes of grace surround us. I can't contain it for you. Have called us to give out the love you gave us. Lift high the name of Jesus. We give it all to you.
Wow, I've never seen him that busy before.
No. Well,
Did you ask if we could stay out here?
I didn't. I can if you want.
It doesn't matter. I'll do whatever you want to do. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. We could have stayed at a casino on the other side of Albuquerque. I don't think there's any rest areas between here and Texas, is there? Hmm?
I don't know.
Well, there is one in Tucumcari, but that's a ways down the road. Santa Rosa. What exit are we at here? So there's 30 miles up, there's a rest area. There's also another rest area at 81 miles up. Should we just drive and see what we find?
Sure.
Okey-dokey.
Well, maybe there's one at the end here.
Good morning, sunshine.
You're mean.
I'm not mean.
You are mean.
You didn't sleep very well?
No. I did not.
You don't like rest areas?
No. It's not. You're mean. I just woke up. We only do the vanity, so it's really hard to get in and out when if
In the
I have to get
bedroom.
up. Yeah. But I didn't sleep. I haven't been sleeping well anyway. So coming here and the noise didn't bother me, but I don't know. I just couldn't sleep.
So it's another travel day.
Yes, and we'll be in Elk City today, so that's good.
Yay. So she has this much room to get around the bed and crawl into bed at night. So that's
when
what.
I'm half asleep, I sometimes get my foot stuck in the little handles of the drawers, and that kind of hurts. So
It's gonna be a great day.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And you took a picture this morning,
I did.
and we'll put it right here so you can see it. It's beautiful.
It was a nice sunrise. Oh.
One key point: always make sure you open your drawers and your cupboards slowly, because you never know what's going to come out after a rough road.
And we had some rough roads
Oh my
yesterday.
gosh, it was rough.
Slowly, dear, slowly.
Slowly, okay.
been ducked.
Oh, our first duck. Who did it? Did Barbara do it?
Yes.
Oh,
And
thank
look.
you.
He's even got a Bible.
That is the best. I love that. Nice. Our first duck.
But we're back in Oklahoma.
Yay. It's always nice to come back.
You like Oklahoma?
I have mixed emotions with Oklahoma. I do love it because I love the people here, but it's really windy all the time.
We left New Mexico and got on I-40 into Oklahoma, and that was probably the windiest trip we've ever made.
Oh man, we are all over the road.
Oh, jeez, it was windy.
Yes, I felt so bad for you, but you were a trooper.
It was, in fact, it was so windy when we got to Oklahoma. And Barbara says, "What's going on with your roof?" And I looked up at the roof and I said, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "Well, what's going on with your AC unit?" And so I said, "I don't know." So I went up there, and the AC shroud, the top cover shroud, had actually blown off the air conditioning unit, and was hanging by a wire.
Saved by the wire.
I don't know how long it was like that, but it was terrible.
I can't believe it was on there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how windy it was.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But so we're getting some maintenance items done.
Yes,
We get to visit with our friends, Slade and Alicia, the owners of Rolling Retreats RV.
that's right.
We always love getting together with them,
We do.
catching up and saying hello.
I think that's your happy place recently.
It can be.
Yeah,
It
with all
can
the
be.
friends that we have there,
Yep.
you know, Alicia and Slade, their family now.
Yep.
It's just like homecoming.
And Neil and Dawn are there. I don't know if you guys know Nomad Neil, but he installs solar equipment, boogie lights, does strip and reseal on RVs, and he has been renting out the shop there at Rolling Retreats' old location.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got to hang out with them and some of their
did.
customers. Jim and Katie were there, and I don't remember who else was there, but we got to meet some of his customers, some of Neil's customers, and we love getting together with Neil and Dawn. They're great people. And
Yeah.
so anyway, but we do want to mention that this trip was all about Plan B.
Yes. Always have a plan B.
So we left Moab early. Why? Because we wanted to beat the storm out. If you guys watched our Moab series, you know that it gets mucky and muddy and nasty there in Moab if it rains.
Yeah, you're stuck there if you can't. If it's rainy and mucky, you can't go.
Yeah. So, and if we stayed through the rain, it was going to be a couple of days before we could get out of there. And we had some things that we had some schedules that we had to meet. So we decided to leave early. And when we left early, that compounded into another Plan B, and so we were going to move on to Klein's Corners, and they were full. We've never seen Klein's Corners full before.
We drove up, and I'm looking, I'm like, what the heck? What's going on? And it was completely full.
Yeah,
we've never seen it that
We've
full.
never seen it full.
No, maybe a quarter of it would be full. So it was crazy seeing it that full.
Yeah, it's never been like that before. We've always just stopped in and gotten a spot for the night and moved on, and not that night. So we, as you could see, we kind of have a process, and we go to Plan B. So you don't panic, you don't get frustrated, you just move on to Plan B. And we found a rest area just outside of Santa Rosa, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You know, you can always go back into Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And figure out that.
But we didn't want to go backwards.
We didn't want to go backwards. We want to go forward. So yeah, we found a great rest stop, and it was a big, huge spot for us, out of the way. And
Yep.
it worked out perfect.
It did. It worked out really well.
Yeah.
So we stayed there for the night, moved on. Once we get done in Oklahoma, then we're going to move on into North Texas for Thanksgiving with our daughter and her family.
Yes,
So we're excited about that.
we are.
And we just kind of wanted you guys to, show you guys we're back on the road. We're moving again. Oklahoma, here we are. We've got some things we need to get done. And oh yeah, by the way, we want to mention again the United Rally in Tucson, Arizona in January.
The 14th through the 17th.
And then, so we're going to be there along with a bunch of other YouTube channels. And a lot of you have told us that you're going to show up as well. So
That's going to be so much fun.
we're really excited about that rally. We haven't done this in a long time.
No, it's true.
And then we're going to be at the Lion Energy booth at the Quartzsite Tent Show in January as well in Quartzsite. We're kind of in jello, as we like to say, guys. We've got some things that we're waiting on before it happens. We're gonna let you guys know as time goes on. But our schedule's still kind of in jello. We'll let you know what's happening between now and January at the Tucson rally. And by the way, Little Red is officially up for sale.
I'm kind of sad.
We decided to bring Little Red along just in case somebody was interested. We didn't have to go back to Montana to get it.
That's right.
So we're packing Little Red around to.
It's last hurrah.
Yep. And he's been on top of the truck ever since we first left Montana. So anyway,
it'll be a good vehicle for somebody.
Yeah.
It's been an amazing car for us,
Yep.
and it's in great shape,
Yep.
and it's cute.
Yep. So we're going to wrap this one up from Elk City, Oklahoma.
It all starts with an idea.
Take those ideas, turn them into reality, just like Little Red here, and make some memories, guys. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.